Now, while most of the country is counting down to Saturday and England's fixture against Sweden, Westminster is definitely counting down to Friday and the big Chequers Cabinet Summit, which is potentially huge and is sometimes seen as the place to finalise the next Brexit major climb down. Nick Watt, our political editor, is with me to bring us up to date. Bring us up to date, Nick.
Well, tonight there are some very anxious Brexiteers and some very happy Remainers. I was talking to one Brexiteer who is familiar with what the Prime Minister will be presenting to the Cabinet at the away day at Chequers on Friday. And this person said this is effectively a rebranding of the EU institutions. It is a rebranding con. This person told me that free movement will be there under a different name. The UK will effectively be a member of the single market for goods, and the customs union will be rebranded. The view from number 10 is hold your horses and wait till you see what happens. There won't be free movement. There'll be talk about a mobility agreement, but that's what you'd have in any free trade agreement. They will say, yes, there will be alignment with EU-wide regulations on goods. Absolutely, that will be there. But the UK Parliament could, at a future stage, if it wants to, diverge away from that. So it would be different. And on customs, what they're saying is that they will be using new technology that will mean about 96% of our trade will be able to be tariff-free with the EU. And crucially, there will be the ability to sign free trade deals with countries around the world.
But the Brexiteers not happy as far as you're concerned. Yeah. Nick, thank you very much indeed.
Let's move on to, well, we've seen the Telegraph, but a story at the bottom of the front, which is all about what form Brexit will take. Finally, oh, there we go, we've got it in full there, because there's a crucial meeting, say that each time, don't we?
Chequers. Another crucial meeting.
Another one. Cabinet meeting,
yeah, they're all going to be there this time, the whole cabinet.
Yeah.
The whole team-building meeting, and they're going to have big
cardboard boxes. Will they actually find out what they want?
No.
They'll be told tomorrow night. They'll be told tomorrow night what this third way is. David Davis clearly knows what the third way is.
He's already said it won't work.
And he's told her in a letter, which somehow has leaked to the front page of the Telegraph, the EU will reject it. It involves, I gather, it's a less complicated form of her customs partnership plan, but it does involve Britain still collecting tariffs on behalf of the EU. Well, how's that going to work?
We can't not do it. You can't not do it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you don't trade with the EU. And you've got a land border. You've got to
sort out Northern Ireland.
You've got to build. It's ridiculous. You have to have some kind of deal about customs, and there seems to be no possible way that you could have any agreement that everybody is ever going to be happy with. No. And David Davis, as Angela said, has written a letter to Theresa May 24 hours before she reveals her grand solution to say, A, it's unworkable, and B, someone in the Department for Exiting the EU has leaked it and given quotes to the Daily Telegraph insisting that David Davis is working closely with the Prime Minister.
But this plan, we know, isn't David Davis's plan, hence why he may be critical of it, because we know he didn't know anything about it when he went in to see the Prime Minister earlier this week. He's been made to wait. This is the plan of Ollie Robbins, the civil servant, the chief civil servant negotiator.
Tends to leave his stuff on trains.
Who leaves his stuff on trains.
The problem is the Tories have spent 2 years negotiating with themselves over this, and there's still no nearer agreement.
They should have had this agreement in place and then triggered Article 50.
They should have had an idea about what to do before they decided to call a referendum and give people the option, because everyone voted in the understanding that either thing was possible, and there was plans in either eventuality, and there is no plan.
One of the many problems was that the Prime Minister that we had before, David Cameron, and the Chancellor of the Exchequer, made no plans for contingency plans for there being a yes vote, which meant they lost 18 months.
But it also means that the other people who've campaigned for 30 years for Brexit should have had some idea about how they were going to bring about Brexit
I think they
and how they were going to run it if they did.
They've got a Remain Prime Minister who doesn't believe in it.